Good morning. Welcome to my presentation about CodeFlow Canvas at Live 2024. My name is Michael van der Lisdonk. I'm a freelance software developer focusing on frontend. I've been working on CodeFlow Canvas for the last 2 years in my spare time. And I strongly believe that an interactive picture says more than 1,000 lines of code. So, what is CodeFlow Canvas? CodeFlow Canvas is a generic visual programming system, and it's generic in the sense that different visual programming languages with different implementations can be built on top of it. It can be used together with and in other code bases, which is TypeScript for now. It's extendable and based on a node and wire model. My goals for CodeFlow Canvas are to visually and interactively explain how software algorithms or application logic transform input to output, to build data processing pipelines and show how data flows through an application, to use visual programming in existing codebases, so you have less visualizing of code and data structures in your head, and see the impact of changes in the codebase live. This is what CodeFlow Canvas looks like. These are 2 implementations based on the same infinite canvas editor. On the left side is a logic computational model in a traditional web environment. All nodes are functions, and the engine calls these functions from JavaScript in the browser. On the right side is a visual live program environment for building a GPU pixel shader. Now I will give a demo. This is a Celsius to Fahrenheit converter, implemented as a bidirectional data flow. That means when you type in the Celsius degrees, the Fahrenheit gets calculated, and when you type in the Fahrenheit, the Celsius gets calculated. And you can use this timeline slider on the bottom to inspect all the steps that the program made. And you can also travel backwards in time. You can also export this flow to TypeScript. A separate TypeScript application on my computer uses that flow to generate an API together with a Swagger page. And the CodeFlow Canvas runtime engine is used to execute the flow. And you can try it out using a Swagger page and see the results over here. Same can be done with Fahrenheit. Now I will show a more complex example. This is the k-means clustering algorithm. The k-means clustering algorithm groups together similar data points in clusters. Here a CSV file with 50 random data points is used. You can increase the speed and also put it at full speed, then it finishes immediately. And again, you can use the timeline slider to inspect all the steps that the program made. And the nice thing here is that you can see the clusters converging to their final state. This helped me understanding this algorithm a lot better, and also debugging the algorithm. Here I needed some escape hatches, unfortunately, which is just regular JavaScript code, as you can see here. And these escape hatches can be called by using this name from an expression node, like you can see here. In the future, I want to use a feature that I will demo in a few seconds to hopefully have less of these escape hatches or no at all. This is the visual GPU shader builder. On the right side, you see the famous Mandelbrot fractal, which you can zoom into. For every pixel in this image, This flow is run on the GPU. This UV node receives the pixel coordinates, and this flow transforms those coordinates to an output color that's output over here. The scene position and scene zoom node, together with this transformation, are responsible for that interaction. The Mandelbrot calculation itself is implemented in this blue node, which is a composition. Composition is a kind of subflow, as you can see here. If needed, you can put the same composition multiple times on the canvas. You can also use compositions inside of compositions. This feature is what I want to use in the k-means clustering algorithm to hopefully have less escape hatches. Another feature that I want to show is that when you select a node, you can easily replace it with a compatible node and immediately see the impact of that change. You can do the same with connections. You can insert a compatible node into a selected connection. This was my demo about CodeFlow Canvas. You can try it yourself on these URLs. There's no user account or login needed. The code for CodeFlow Canvas can be found on my GitHub, just as a presentation, and I have a small YouTube channel with more videos. You can contact me at the Future of Coding Slack or using my email address. Thanks for watching and have a lot of fun at the rest of the conference. Bye bye!